Good afternoon, everyone. It is Emma and Ben again out today.
Big Ben Golf.
Big Ben Golf. He's on YouTube and he's on Instagram at Big Ben Golf. You might have seen some videos with us. We just have a bit of fun.
Having a bit of a giggle. A few course vlogs and all sorts out there, but there'll be more to come.
There will be when it dries up. So today we are going to talk about these wonderful things called alignment sticks, and we are wanting to
Got them ready, look, ready to go.
People are talking about alignment sticks for Christmas gifts, and some people don't know what they're for, so that is what we are going to be doing today.
Cool.
See, I have two yellow alignment sticks. They normally come in pairs, and there is a reason why, but they come in pretty much most colours. What alignment sticks do you have? Have you go for the orange little number?
Yeah, orange numbers.
For you?
No reason, just because they're
bright.
They're bright orange, yeah.
Love that. Okay, so we are going to go the top ways of using alignment sticks today.
Yeah, so I basically use them for two different ways. This is number one, and it's just to help my target line a little bit with my feet lining up in the right direction. If you've watched videos in the past of me, I'm not very good at aiming, so this is helping me.
And so Ben, do you put these on the ground every time you practice at driving ranges?
I try to, yeah, as much as I possibly can. But I basically point a target, aim it up, put it on the ground, then just make my feet line up with that.
Fab, do you want to demonstrate?
Yeah, so I'll aiming at the 200 line.
Lovely-ish.
I'd say that's about the 200 line. So every time I take a shot, I make sure that my club face is pointing that way, feet are pointing that way, and swing and go from there.
So that's quite wonderful, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
I think people underestimate alignment massively, and this is quite a basic one to do, but a really essential one.
Really quick point. People get stuck just using the lines, the edges of the mats and the tees that you see all over the course, and I'm typical of that. I will line up to this mat and be like, oh yeah, that's a 200 mark, and I'll be lined up with that, and actually that point's just to the right of the 200, and I'll be wondering why am I hitting all my shots right.
Yeah.
So that's why I like to use the alignment stick.
Love that. Nice.
Bit of a shuffle.
Okay, so that was alignment's fab. I think that's a really helpful tool for people, just to kind of a quite basic one that people forget.
Yep.
What else do you? I know you use them quite a lot. What else? Why else do you use them?
I use them for my focus a little bit. So it's good having the alignment sticks down, but you don't actually get that on the golf course, do you? So what I try and do is lose them off the ground, and I set up some little rugby posts just sat in front of me. So I'm trying to hit the ball through. Obviously start off wider and bring myself in as the session goes on. So I'll literally have quite a wide gate to aim for at first. And I know that sounds pretty silly, but that's quite a big one.
What's Siri saying to you?
Oh, he's having a right go at me, silly Apple Watches. So yeah, so I'll basically try and focus in now, get my feet, my club, all ready to set up and go, and just hit the ball through the gap. Once I feel the confidence, go up a little bit, just make the gap a bit smaller, simple as that.
And what would you do that with? Any particular clubs or all of them in your bag?
All of them, apart from putter.
What's that?
Oh, putter off the tee would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Ben, that was a swing and a half. Okay.
So yeah, like I said, after I've hit a few, try and make it a little bit smaller. Oh, if we can get out of the ground. So go a little bit smaller. Is that small enough, do you reckon?
Yes, I like.
Challenge on.
Challenge is on.
So
People, how
200. What's that?
How small can people make their gate?
Well, yeah, I think that's quite interesting. I get a bit carried away and go crazy and get it just like that. We'll have a go at that in a minute.
Ben, I love it. I love how you use it for focus as well, because obviously the smaller the target kind of really helps hone in that alignment and hones in the focus.
For me, it's nice to have someone else to focus on rather than it just being flag or whatever we're aiming at, because actually aiming at a flag's a really small target miles away, isn't it? As I'm doing this, I've actually got something that's really, I don't know what the right word to call it is, but it's really achievable to have something out in front of you that's really close to hit through.
Yeah, it keeps you motivated, doesn't it?
Smaller again?
Let's go smaller. Oh, blooming net pen. That is a challenge, but I know you love a challenge.
You know what? Competitive. Let's see if we can get it through there. This is not supposed to be a show off, by the way.
The fact is, you've nailed every one.
Straight through the middle.
Straight through the middle.
I don't know if that actually went through.
I don't actually. It was so quick, but to be fair, it still looked a mint. I like it. So that's cool. So we're using that for focus. We're using that for alignment, start, direction. Brilliant.
Yeah, and that's all I like to use them for, really. And there's lots of other things you can do on the putting green with them and that, but off in the range, that's the two reasons that I use them.
Absolute favourite use of these is to not get this dirty.
Is that it? So your little sloth has a home to live always.
I know, why would you want to put it on the floor? So yeah, so look. Ta-da!
That's genius.
Isn't that genius? It's like no one's ever done that ever before.
Sorry, I moved over here. The state of my head cover is covered in mud just because I haven't got
See, Ben?
a lime stick in my bag all the time.
Well, it is. So that's my one. Other one. So there's this like little contraption you can have. I'm slightly obsessed with people videoing their own swing so that they can send it to me in golf lessons and stuff. So this is, you put a phone on it, you can kind of extend it to however wide your phone is, because you've got one of those massive phones, haven't you?
Yeah, iPhone 12 Pro Max. Best
this might not actually fit in there, because that's
probably not. It's ginormous.
So yeah, you can stick that in the ground. You can put it whatever way you want it, but yeah, use your alignment sticks. These are actually designed for alignment sticks, and there's no excuse then.
Great bit of kit that is.
Okay, so I have bend sticks now because mine's got a thing on it. A lot of the time I'm hearing people at the moment really struggling with getting their top half and bottom half to work together or work kind of as a coiling effect. So a really good drill this winter is to get 2 sticks, one across your hips, one across your shoulders. That's part of the coordination. And what we're actually looking at trying to do is when you move on the way down, your hips should move first and your shoulders should follow literally slightly behind. What you sometimes find is people do everything together and we lose power from our bottom half, or we go the opposite way and just swing everything with the top half. So when you swing on the way down, the hips should start the downswing, shoulders and top half should follow. Okay, so we've got a range basket and we've got an alignment stick through the hole. What we're trying to do is match up the angle that your shaft of your club is when you set up to this. So if I was to do that looks kind of about right for me. If I was to do that, it would be too upright. So I'm going to set it up on that one. And what we're trying to do, some people literally just take the club up way too quickly, and if you took the club way too up quickly, you're going to go this side of the line. So what we're actually trying to do is keep the club underneath the line, and then on the way back down, underneath the line.
Perfect.
Now, Ben uses this alignment stick for alignment, which is fair. I use mine for alignment and ball position. So I have an 8 iron here, and for me an 8 iron is slightly forward of centre for me. So what I can do is that I'll put this down to help my body, feet aim in the right place, and I'll use this as a visual guide for me just to show where my ball needs to be. What sometimes happens is, for me, visually, my ball creeps too far forward, and this is just like a recap for me to see where it goes. So from here, I know that I'm aimed up pretty much in the right place and the ball's slightly forward, so I can then just commit to my swing and it's all good.
It's all good. Good news. Right, so what are we doing, Em?
We use new alignment sticks for short game practice as well as long game practice, and we're going to have a bit of a challenge.
Oh, okay.
You love a challenge.
Yeah, I'm going to win though.
So I have got a 56-degree wedge in my hand. It
Yep.
doesn't matter if you've got a 60, it doesn't matter if you've got a 50. What we're trying to do is look at your target and ignore the target.
Look at it and ignore it.
We're going to try and work on where the ball needs to physically land.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is to start off with, so I'm just going to pace up, I'm going to put one alignment stick there, and I'm going to go 6 feet, and I'm going to put the other alignment stick there.
Okay.
So my challenge is for me to land the ball in that 6 foot gap. Okay?
Okay.
And then I might see how many goes it takes for me to land it in there.
Oh, she sent him miles. See, I told you I was going to win.
See, that was me just practicing to start off with.
Oh, just a warm-up shot.
Just a warm-up shot. Absolutely belted that. Oh, mud ball.
Oh, that's the reason.
Mud ball.
That's the reason.
Okay, so we're going to just do that again. Pretend that never happened.
Okay, take 2.
Take 2.
Go on then, Em.
Okay, so that swing was way too long.
Ah, perfect.
Perfect.
I'd say it was bang in the middle.
And so that is me using these alignment sticks as a landing area. So we start off with a bigger target, almost like Ben's focus. Start off with a bigger target, and when you feel that you're doing that all the time, bring the target in and in and in and in and in.
Oh, nice.
Your turn, Ben.
Okay, into me. I'm a fan of a 60-degree around the
Yep.
green, and I know Emma tells me off about it all the time. Try and use something different, but it's just where I feel comfortable. So I'm aiming for the
Smack bang in the middle.
Higher, lower.
You choose. You can choose before you hit it. Choose what shot you're going to play, though. Okay.
Choose what shot I'm going to play.
Yep. And commit.
Am I aiming to get it up to the flag or just ignore the flag?
No, so that's why we're going to ignore the flag to start off with. We are purely working on this landing area.
Well, I'm just going to say a nice mid-height one.
Mid-height. Gosh.
I know that means something to me. I know that doesn't mean anything to anybody else.
So we're going to go mid-height with a 60, landing in these little orange sticky things.
Oh, this is pretty nervy.
Yeah, you did it!
It was in.
It was in! It was in!
And it was mid-height.
But what was interesting is, what did you say there? Before
Pretty
you hit
nervy.
that? Yeah. So we're using this as a landing area to kind of help with our focus, but also it kind of adds that gameplay in, doesn't it? Instead of just bashing balls onto a chipping green.
I'm used to just trying to get it close to the flag, and seeing this as a landing area is a bit different.
I don't know how many of you are 80s babies, but there was a game called Lemmings in the maybe 90s.
What a game.
It was amazing. And
Sega Mega Drives and all sorts. I had it. I was flat out on it.
And there was these cute little lemmings that would go to the edge of a cliff and just fall off. We're not going to fall off cliffs. We're going to basically play lemmings.
Yeah.
And we're going to have this as our start area. And we are going to try and putt the ball as close to the edge of the cliff as possible without falling off the cliff. Okay. Now, ideally, we're trying to get as close. If we touch it, okay.
Oh, so you're not allowed to touch it?
Not allowed to touch it.
Oh, no pressure then, Em. Oh, that's pretty good.
I'll take that first putt.
That's very
6
good.
March. So what we're trying to do is then basically get that cliff a little bit further away and a little bit further away and a little bit more further away, and that works on our distance control without putting.
How far away would you say that is?
It's at least
7 or 8 inches?
It's 7 inches, which is a nice tap and putt, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, your challenge. Can you beat that?
I'm going to beat it. Ball.
What kind of ball though, Ben?
Oh, you don't want to know. It feels like concrete.
Okay.
So if the putt goes wrong,
No,
the
it's fine.
ball's
You
fault.
use this because what you do, Ben uses you use tailor-made balls, don't you? So do I.
Yeah, absolutely use tailor-mades all the time, or something with What's that cover called? I can never remember what they're called.
A pretty cover.
Yeah.
You use Pixers, don't you?
Yeah, I use the Pixers a lot.
So when you're practicing putting, that's a really good thing that you've got that really random heap of cacao. When you're practicing your putting, you need to be using a ball that you use, because otherwise you would have shot that pass and I would have won.
I actually used a different ball, I'm not going to name the brand, but it felt like so tinny off the face. I was hitting the ball way further than I normally would on the green, so definitely practice and play with the same balls as much as you possibly can.
Good. Right, can you beat me?
Hold on a minute, I've got to take my glove off. I can't have my glove off. It's a serious condition.
Just a quickie, do you wear your glove to putt?
No, not anymore. Glove off.
Glove off?
Always glove off.
Me too.
I've got to get it stopped past that. What if I hit your ball?
Well,
I'm going to have to aim around it then a little bit.
okay. Excuses.
Oh no! That's a tap in though.
Tap in. But again, it's just a fun game you can play with your mates. It can get quite seriously. But yeah, overall.
Brilliant, thank you.
Yeah, so that's what we use for alignment sticks. Hopefully that will help, because some of you might get them for Christmas, as people have no idea what to buy for.
I get some more.
Or a random golf towel with your name on it. That's what I got plenty of.
Nice.
Or a name, a monogram, is it?
A what?
Then you can put your initials on your balls. You can actually buy them now.
Can you?
Yeah, you can buy so much lovely stuff. So yeah, enjoy your Christmas presents that are golfy, especially if you're just taking up golf, because you'll get loads of stuff.
Brilliant. Right, I'll see you next time. Have a nice Christmas.
Take care. Bye bye.